Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome if you are listening on my podcast, and welcome if you are watching on my YouTube channel. I'm excited to just drop in right away to the lesson and wisdom that is coming through for today around learning how to listen to heart and pussy. So, if you are a pussy bodied human, or you want to even just learn about how to honor and respect and appreciate those in your life that are pussy bodied, this is going to be an incredible teaching and wisdom for you today around living attuned with both pussy and heart, and how to discern when is the time to tune into the wisdom of your pussy and what pussy has to say and share, and when is the time to listen to your heart, and when it's important to make sure that both of them are on board and that you're not abandoning or segregating or cutting off one or the other. And then that goes as far as saying the same thing for your throat, your voice, your truth, your belly, your womb. All parts are connected. And today I'm really going to focus on heart and pussy. So in the process of waking up to the consciousness and wisdom of your pussy, reclaiming it to mean something that is powerful and strong and encompasses your entire vulva and your vaginal canal and the energy around your vulva. This is pussy, and in the work that I do, it's all about reclaiming that power and energy to be one of greatest healing and wisdom versus oppressive narratives that have controlled or harmed or even demonized pussy, or use that word in a way that speaks to it being something that's weak. So in the work that I do, it's all about reclaiming that narrative and reclaiming the energy in relationship with pussy in order to create and live a shame-free existence, and also to cultivate way more safety on the planet, safety in your body, safety for all beings, and safety in your sex life. So the shadow side of working with pussy is the oppression, is not knowing how to listen to what pussy wants and what pussy doesn't want, and having experiences that don't feel good for you. And when you're waking up to the consciousness of pussy, there's this sense of recognition that pussy wants to play, pussy wants to feel good, pussy wants to really ignite your creativity and diversity and expansion, and also has this ferocity and tenderness. And so there's a process of beginning to tune into the messages that pussy is speaking through sensations, through felt sense. So if there's a contraction, it often is no. If there's an expansion, it often is a yes. And beginning to listen to the messages that pussy is offering through the felt senses. So when I'm working with my clients, when I'm working with waking up the consciousness of pussy, there's often this period of deep grief, recognizing how a huge portion of the life has felt just or spent just totally disregarding the desires and alignment of pussy feeling good and safe to relax open and exist and take up space in this world, and also feel really good in sex. So there's a lot of grief that can come with waking up to the consciousness of pussy. There's a lot of anger, there's a lot of sadness, and this is all very normal if pussy's been shut down and numbed out and disconnected and not being heard and listened to. So it's something that I do, is working with the shadow aspect of all of that by bringing it into conscious awareness and beginning to listen to pussy's yeses and beginning to listen to what pussy deeply desires through sensations. Sometimes pussy speaks in song, in colors, in imagery. And through that evolution of bringing the shadow and the pain and the hurt and the grief into light, there becomes this space of deep permission to ask for what you need and want in sex. There becomes this resiliency to not sacrifice or compromise your need for safety and deepest joy and love and pleasure. And the more that you begin to wake up and work with the wisdom and pleasure and birthright of your pussy wisdom and intuition, you'll start to tap into, like, the highest vibration of pussy is the energy of yes. So just like imagine pussy is just like yes, 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 whether that's you're walking around, you're dancing on the dance floor, and you're just so into it and you just feel so safe. You can be your authentic self. You're in your creative juices, in your genius. You don't feel any weird gazes around you or pressure to go faster in sex when you don't want to. You feel really met and touched and loved and held in the ways that you desire. So the highest frequency of pussy is just like this deep yes energy. And through that, when you begin to tap into that, there's so much play involved. And so when it comes to knowing when to listen to pussy, you want to really align with the things that are playful. So if you want to make a decision based on play when it comes to sex, and you're not really needing it to be much more than that, you're not trying to make the relationship anything more than playful, or let's say you want to go to an event and wear some fun, sexy clothes, you're asking pussy because you really just want to be connected with play, and you're like, yeah, pussy is taking front stage and has this incredible wisdom to bring me into greater alignment with my sexiness, my playful energy, and my fierce protection. And when you want to work with heart energy, you're going to start to tune in again to where your heart is feeling contraction and when it's feeling expansion. So your heart also experiences tons of grief. It experiences unsafety. It experiences trauma and pain and hurt. And this is the contraction. This is the wound. These are the shadow elements. So you're bringing those sensations into the light by slowing down, by really breathing in and out of your heart center, by tuning into your deepest love and highest consciousness. And when you want to bring more love that is alignment with the long-term highest excitement, this is when you want to tap into your heart space and make sure that both pussy and heart are in alignment, making sure that they are having a conversation and not leaving pussy out of the conversation or heart out of the conversation. Because pussy can, she can want, I like saying she, but you can also say they for all my beautiful non-binary beings and my trans beings here today who are pussy bodied or have the energy of pussy, even if you don't have that anatomy. When you're working with pussy, pussy might want to, do a lot of things that are not good for your heart all of the time. So it's important to tune in to connecting both of them and making sure that they are in alignment. I am in a period of my life where I do not really desire to do things that aren't good for both my heart and my pussy. So I have worked on the deepest levels to integrate both of them and bring energy from my heart down to my pussy and pussy back up to my heart so that I am living my juiciest aligned heart and pussy led life and not really leaving one or the other out of the conversation. And because I've done so much of that, I'm able to make decisions solely from pussy because I know that my heart is heard and seen and loved, and that at other days and other times I'm going to make decisions from my heart. So they work together and they know when it's heart's time to make choices and lead with love, and when it's pussy's time to make choices and lead from pussy. And the more that you integrate both of them, so you can integrate them by, again, coming back to those felt senses. So slowing down, listening to your heart. Is your heart feeling a no and your pussy is feeling a yes, whether that's with sex or to go on a date with somebody or to be in partnership? Is pussy a yes, but heart is no? You notice the contractions in your heart through sensations of tension or tightness, and expansion through sensations of warmth and openness and softness and stillness. And then pussy again, contraction, tension, tightness, or a yes, which is expansion, warmth, openness, this feeling like energy is moving freely through those places. Once you notice, okay, it's a yes here and a no here, or a no here and a yes here, you can then make decisions based on what you're working with in your life right now. So do you want to only make decisions that are in line with both, or do you want to slow down and gather more information so that you can encourage a yes in both your heart and your pussy? Or you can better understand what's going on in your body versus spinning out and feeling really confused, why some parts of you feel like a yes and some parts of you feel like a no. And then you can use your discernment. You can use your discernment to have full agency and sovereignty of how you want to live your life. Like, you get to make your choices. You get to be messy. You get to have fun. You get to say no, you get to say yes. And I really want you to know why you're saying yes, why you're saying no, and have that agency, because so many pussy bodied humans have been numbed out to their heart or shut down in their pussy because of oppressive narratives and energies and environments. And that is why I share this work, because I want to see a change in the sexual vibration of your body and your being in the planet to one that is in more alignment to the vibration of pleasure that is rooted in love and safety and care. And so this is how you can begin to fully connect your pleasure with your care and your heart and your safety, is by bringing both heart and pussy on board to the conversation. Whenever I burp, that is a beautiful sign that there is like a deepest truth and alignment. And I also feel all of the energy moving through my body, which says that that is, yes, that is true. And a burp is like a sign of energy moving and truth flowing and experiences being had that is in service of, you know, in service of the consciousness of I can like see it with my heart and my eyes, and it's almost like there's not a word to fully describe what it's in service of. It's like multiple words. It's like in service of beauty, in service of acceptance, and in service of this feeling like you can fully exist and blossom in all of who you are and all of your experiences, and truly tap in to the consciousness and sovereignty and agency in your body's yeses and nos by understanding the experiences of your heart and how they're different from the experiences of your pussy, and how it feels when they are working together in alignment, and there's energy moving from your heart down to your pussy, up back to your heart, and they're feeding each other and they're working together so that you can be in greater alignment with your deepest desires and highest consciousness. If you are curious on how to work more with this topic, please let me know. I love hearing from you. I love hearing what you want me to teach about and what you want me to speak to, because I truly want to see a world where the the throats of pussy-bodied humans are open, where the voice gets to share without shame, without constantly censoring and being shadow banned on social media for speaking about the fucking birthright of having this body and having and growing up with a pussy and everything that comes with that. And I want to rewrite the narrative to one that is filled with such sacredness, like divine protection and permission to exist and thrive in the consciousness that is pussy and all of the beauty and power that is pussy. So I love hearing what you want to learn more about so that I can be of service to you, so that I can be of service to the planet, and sharing the wisdom that I have received over and over again through working with my relationship to the great pussy goddess and the consciousness of pussy wisdom, as well as working in my own personal practice and working with my teachers, Layla Martin, and some of my other mentors and inspirees, Mama Gina, and all of my colleagues and cohorts that have done this work alongside me in the jungle, and my continued pussy-powered beings that I get to conspire with in my life. I want to be of service to you as I continue to get downloads about living a pussy-led life through my personal practice, through my somatic intimacy healing program and my teachings and working with my clients. So if there's something that you want to learn more about, whether you are a pussy-bodied human, whether you are a trans woman who doesn't have the anatomy of pussy but has the consciousness and energy of pussy, or whether you are non-binary and are looking how to integrate your experience uh, while having a pussy and relating so much more outside of um, the gender binaries, like pussy consciousness is so fucking divine and so expensive, the same way I feel about queerness and the aspect of being queer. Like for me, queerness is also a consciousness that is protection and taking up space and creativity and safety. And I love when I get to tap into the expansiveness and the infinite potential of pussy consciousness, deepest love consciousness, and obviously like queerness consciousness is such a passion of mine. And if you have specific things that you want to learn about on this journey of living a pussy led life, or if you have things that you want to share with me or talk about, I would love to hear from you, because the downloads that I get and the messages that I get to share, they are for you. They are, of course, for me as well, and they are for the collective. So I want to make sure that I am in service to what you're looking for. Some of the topics that I'm often working with are just learning when to say yes and when to say no, and really how to make decisions in alignment with your heart, how to make decisions in alignment with your pussy, and when to know how to do that, and when to know how to listen to pussy, and when to know how to listen to heart, and when to know how to listen to both. And so I just want to keep being in service of that empowerment so that you truly feel like you have agency in your body. And I know that I'm repeating myself here, but it is so fucking important. It is so important for pussy-bodied humans, for women, for non-binary folks, for trans women to know what it's like to feel safe and have agency in their body, because I'm so sick, I'm so over pussy not feeling protected, not feeling worshipped, not feeling safe to be divine and be wise and have take up space and be respected and held and appreciated. So the more that I can share what I have learned, so that I can empower you as well to take up space, and we can create a more divine connection on this planet and a more pussy heart led life. I mean, that is what I am all about. So yeah, again, I love hearing from you, being of service to you. And if this landed for you, or if this excites you to learn more, please subscribe or offer your blessings through a review, or sharing this episode, or just sending me a message so that I can know what lands for you and what you want to hear more about. I am so excited to tap into this work with you and continue to share the genius behind the consciousness that I get to co-create with, and I get to be of service to. So thank you so much for being here. I am sending you so much love and continued expansion and protection for your journey and the collective journey of creating safety on the planet, and creating permission to take up space in a heart-centered, aligned way, shame-free way, a pleasure-filled way that is truly a new narrative that is in deepest alignment with highest truth and deepest love. Many blessings. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. So much love.